Hey, it's the God Awful Gospel Hour. It's mid-September. Finally rained for the first time in
Stuff coming
2.5 months.
I was just watching Eastbound today, and he had a pool party. He is christening his pool, and he's like, water, nature's piss. Let's come and celebrate.
Nature's piss. It's a brand new day at the Bill Cosby Memorial God Awful Gospel Hour Studios.
We need a plaque. We need to go to Longhorn Trophy and get a plaque made. We could get a plaque for every room.
Yeah, you
Louis
could.
C.K. Memorial.
Yeah. The Aziz Ansari fingers in the throat.
It's a half plaque. If you didn't fully Me Too someone, you only get like a what is it? Most valued MVP.
Yeah.
Most improved player. What was the one they gave you when you were little?
Well, so in the bathroom in there, around the corner, there's a little door that's like a storage door, and it's like a Harry Potter closet under the stairs.
Yeah,
that's the Crystalia kids room.
That's secret.
Yeah.
So I went to Trader Joe's today, and I fulfilled some lady's Mimbo Ken fantasy, I guess, because they're all watching Barbie now, so they want a dumb dude. I mean, bitches love dumb dudes, because then they can fix you and tell you that they're smarter than you.
Yeah, they love dumb pretty
they
guys.
Can correct you all the time.
Yeah.
So I told them I was going to Trader Joe's. I was going to be near there, and then both of the women in my house started texting me things they wanted: pumpkin body butter, apple cider candles. I was just walking around the female beauty products like.
That's why we don't give them phones, man.
Some lady walked up to me like I was a pedophile. She's like, "Can I help you find something?" Like, I'm not trying to look through the children's body butter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just don't give women phones. We need to have a household rule. Women don't have phones outside the house. Like inside the house, you can, because whenever they accidentally break something and they need a man to fix it, and you're away, when you're at your office, they can call you.
Yeah.
But they're not like, you could set their phone to where it just stops working when they walk outside the house. That way, well, shit, it would still, but then they still be able to text you things they want from the supermarket.
Productivity at work went down with the phone. Then went down again with telecommuting.
Right.
That's how Ariel found out about dry land, was TikTok on her phone. She's like, I heard there's a better place.
That's pretty.
Don't worry about that, Ariel.
Don't go out there.
Down here. Put the phone down. Stop looking at your TikTok.
I wish they'd have played him as Anton Chigurh instead of just King Triton.
Yeah.
He was like, he makes her flip a coin.
Call it. Look at this stuff.
Call it.
Isn't it weird? How many wonders? So I went to Trader Joe's. You went to Walmart. What happened? You saw some trash people?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those, like, when you have no choice but to go to Walmart situations.
Force fed.
That's the only time I go to Walmart is whenever I have no choice.
You got content sludge piped in the face.
Yeah.
At Walmart.
Yeah. No, there's been some changes in the studio, and I've been taking stock of all the possessions that I have, and I have some pans that are getting old, so
you got to go buy 3 Sibians for upstairs.
Right.
They have those at Walmart now.
Yeah.
Next to the guns.
No, I'm still pricing those out.
You have to.
That's a bigger purchase.
How the hell are you going to sex traffic 3 girls over here without luring them with a Sibian? Come on, come here, little girl.
$500 a video.
Who's a good?
So I went to Wirecutter, which is like the New York Times. That's who I always go to if I want to like buy something household, because I've never been disappointed with what they recommended. And they recommended a certain nonstick frying pan.
That's the new Consumer Reports, right? Popular Mechanics type of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's liberals.
God damn it!
It's the goddamn New York Times. So they're not going to say the best electric car is a Tesla. So I go. So the only place that has it is Walmart, and the only Walmart that has it is probably one of the most ghetto Walmarts.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad.
Which one?
It's like the one off 183 and I-35.
Okay.
Like Cameron Roadish area.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's a bad triangle. Bermuda Triangle of Austin. It's between 3 highways. Chris Evans used to live there.
Did he?
Yeah, his car got fucked with like daily.
Oh, yeah.
He had an old Volvo, and they still were like, what's in there?
Yeah. Jason used to live over there.
They broke his window because they saw a quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason used to live over there, and I was telling him about my Walmart situation today, and he said the Cameron Road one. I said I-35 and 183. He's like, yep.
Fryer Jason.
He knows that was bad. So first of all, I pull into the parking lot, and the entire parking lot smells like bum piss.
Yeah.
The entire like I couldn't get away from it. Normally, if you smell pee and you walk about 10 steps, you don't smell pee anymore. I walked all the way into the store and still smelled pee. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And so when I got out of my car. Right behind me, there was a big, giant, fat Hispanic guy getting out of his car. And so I started walking into a Walmart, and he followed me the entire time, hawking up loogies,
Nice.
coughing, sounding like he was dying.
He smelled that piss. It made him sick.
That might have been it.
Well, like white people's piss. Well, you guys eat so much onion.
That's a white bum. I can smell that. That's a white bum. That ain't no Latino bum.
Smells like mayonnaise.
So I walk in. There's a greeter. The greeter is either
He's pees himself.
he either is on meth and he's tweaking,
Hell
or
yeah.
he has a brain injury and he's rocking back and forth.
Or both.
It's probably the brain injury because that's
There's
the Walmart
blanks
greeter,
for
right?
both of those things on the Walmart greeter application. Did you check yes or no?
Yeah. Welcome to Walmart. I love you.
I love my mom, and I love crayons, and I love you.
And so then I go and it
What did
takes
the
me a
greeter
while to
say?
find it. What?
Did he say the normal, like, welcome
No,
to
he
Walmart?
was rocking back and forth and didn't even know I was there.
Okay.
So I just
So you
walked
didn't get the
past.
standard greeting.
No, I didn't get a greeting.
Ba weep, grana weep, nanny bomb.
I think he's just that Walmart greeter is again. It's one of those jobs where it's like, what job can this person do?
Yeah, it's like the army. You can't have a career, so just default to be a number.
Right. So yeah, I find this freaking frying pan, and then I go to the self checkout. Oh, and also that Walmart smell.
Yeah.
That Walmart smell. It smells like stale McDonald's.
Yes.
I hate
Was
the
it
Walmart
one with the
smell.
McDonald's in it?
Well, it smelled like stale McDonald's. I didn't see specifically where the McDonald's. It was a super center.
Okay.
That's
I've
where
been to that
all-
one a lot. Yeah, there's a McDonald's in
Yeah, but it smelled like stale McDonald's.
But they also have the fried stuff. The
Yeah.
chicken and the tater fries.
yeah. This
Under
one,
glass.
I don't know. This one, I mean,
Pheasant under glass.
it's that weird plastic mixed with McDonald's smell.
Yeah.
So
Clearance Walmart toys.
yeah. So and immediately I'm hit by the smell, and I'm like, God, I hate Walmart. And I go to the self checkout after I find this frying pan, and there's a guy in front of me, and he says, "Hey, which one of these takes cash?" Because some of them say card only.
Is it retarded Australian?
And I didn't want to say his
Oi!
actual. I didn't want to say his actual.
to
one.
make up a fake
Yeah.
Polak thing.
Oh, Thai, we will Thai trash.
I'm trying not to redline the racism. I'm trying to keep it in the green.
Yeah, the 30 revolutions.
I already talked about a Hispanic guy hawking loogies and practically breathing down my neck.
Hey, tell the police to stop first. That's how they
Yeah.
describe people.
Right.
People.
Okay. Yeah. So this guy was Hispanic, and he had a wife beater on, and he had a handlebar mustache.
Wow.
And he goes, "Which one of these takes cash?" And one of the ladies goes, "One of these over here." So
Yeah. That is not my job.
that is not my job. And so I went to one that took a card,
Yeah.
and I paid. And then as I was leaving,
Sound like trans Cat Williams.
as I was leaving, the guy is still standing there, and he turns around and goes, "I just want to take cash. It's card only." And the lady goes, "Huh?" And he goes, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, I guess it wasn't one of those." And he goes, "Why'd you tell me to come over here then?" I was like, "Because she's just as stupid as you are, man. It's Walmart."
That was like the Dinobots when they introduced them to the Transformers.
Yeah.
Transformers were like exact, precise Gundam Japanese. And then I think the Dinobots were like the Americans. They were like,
Me smash stuff. Me hate gay. You shut up.
At what point did they introduce the Dinobots?
It was
Like,
in
how many years in was that? How old were you when that? Were you like a little kid with Dinobots?
I mean, they hit me right when I really liked robots and dinosaurs.
What, like early 80s?
Somebody
like,
did demographic research of boys in 1985.
obviously.
They were like, what are they like?
Because around
Aziz
that time,
Ansari and Louis C.K. and Chris D'Elia. and what's his name? Hyde.
freaking Danny Masterson.
Dude, again, just like fries and toast, the instructions are in the name, dude. Hide. They're coming to get you. You need to hide.
Yeah, that's a joke. I might say, "Oh, it looks like Hyde won't be coming around the Foreman's for a while."
Hanging out. So my buddy got a vasectomy I was over there on Saturday. He was telling me about it because her brother got one and it didn't turn out well, and she had to like check his nuts.
Wait,
we were out at
Kristen
Marble.
had to check her brother's nuts?
Yeah, because we were out at
What?
Marble Falls and we're far away from everything, and he just had a vasectomy the day before, and he was like, "I don't think it's going well. Can you look?"
Oh,
That's something. It's a love only a sister could have. What are you doing,
step bro? Yeah. I think there is like videos of that where it's like, oh, I hurt my dick. Can
Yeah.
you check it out?
I
Yeah.
accidentally took 8 Viagra. What are we gonna do about this?
Right.
So my buddy had a vasectomy, and the doctor was Indian, and it's gold. A guy sat forward as soon as he said that.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, Vikram's vasectomies, Vikram vasectomy." So the last thing he remembers, you got to count backwards, you know. And there was a lady like taking his underwear off, and he was like, only my wife touches me there." And he was like doping up, counting. He's like, "I'll count from 169, and then I gotta stop." And then the last thing he heard was Vikram going, "Please move the penis."
Really? That's the last thing he
He was
heard?
flomping one way, and he had to flomp the other way to do the procedure. And he was like, "She's not my wife. She's touching my pee-pee." And then,
Yeah. Please move the penis.
"Please move the penis." My dad's trying to help me write jokes. I don't know if he's listening to the show or what, but he told me this whole awesome story about a dude putting his hand up a cow's ass.
Oh, yeah?
I think he was trying to do gross out humor with me.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like the cute little Tyrannosaurus
Okay.
Rex. Come
Okay.
on, go eat the people, buddy.
Yeah.
He's watching this show of the guy Top Gear, one of the Top Gear guys.
Okay.
Has a farm now in England,
Yeah.
and he's a fucking idiot. He's got a neighbor. All the farms have a neighboring farm.
Uh-huh.
There's Lakes District. There's only farms.
Right.
If you don't know how to fucking do farms and you have a neighbor, walk your ass over there and find out how to do fucking farms.
Yeah. Hey, how do I do this?
But this guy was on Top Gear for years, so he's not going to ask anybody anything or learn anything.
Not Jeremy Clarkson, is it?
I don't know. I don't know their names.
Jeremy Clarkson's the one, the oh no anyway
Bimble
guy.
Snink Humperdorch.
Yeah. Oh no anyway, the one that's.
Yeah, him. The meme.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's him. I don't know which one has the. I haven't seen the farm show, but the guy has to artificially inseminate a cow, so he has to put on the shoulder glove, and then
Yeah,
you gotta,
it is. It's Jeremy Clarkson.
Okay.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson has to put on a shoulder glove condom,
Okay.
and to artificially inseminate the cow, you put a long steel tube into the vagina, but then you got to reach up the ass and usher it along the boa constrictor's neck, so
Oh,
it
man.
fully, like. So my dad was telling me
Wow.
all this, but they're referring to artificial insemination as AI the whole time. And he works in sales, and he does AI stuff for sales, so he's got to go back from work on his laptop to watching Jeremy Clarkson and then referring to AI over and over again.
They're gonna bleed together in his
Which one
brain.
is it? Yeah, he's gonna be at work, and they're like, "We're gonna use AI to sell," and he's like, "How's putting a hand up a cow's ass can help me sell anything?"
Right.
That's the Tommy Boy joke. I got to get a good look at a T-bone steak for putting your hand up there.
Yeah.
Remember when the best thing about the God of War games was the boobs? You're like, oh, you played them when you were little.
No, I mean I was in college. When it
Okay.
came out, but I only played the first one a little bit because it was kind of platformy too, wasn't it?
I mean, all the first 3 had boobs. That was like
Yeah.
a part of mandatory God of War.
Yeah.
And then they tried to legitimize themselves and do like the Andor of God of War. 4 and 5 haven't had any titties in them.
That's ridiculous.
And with 4K,
I know.
60 frames per second.
I know.
Somebody render that shit, China.
Yeah. I mean, the
You
kids
get
got to
all
be
the
like, Dad,
flabulations.
Dad, how do I take a bra off? Boy.
Boy, get it ready.
Reach your hand around. The clasps have 3.
Move the penis.
Yeah.
But in DC, the bars close at 2, unless you rent a bar. And we rented a whole bar for New Year's 2001, and it was right after Daft Punk Discovery came out. And Stankonia, sorry, Miss Jackson.
But,
The
who
Outcast.
rented it?
A couple friends of mine. It was like $75 each. We all threw down to rent the whole
You can
bar.
you can rent a bar for $200,
No,
$300.
there's a lot of us.
Oh, how many of you were there?
It was like 20 people.
20 people threw in $170
$75 each.
But then they sold you booze, right?
Yeah,
The whole
it
time.
was our bar. It was open bar.
It was open bar.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Yeah, it was not bad. I think someone knew someone.
That's crazy.
They were all local DC guys that lived near there that headed up the whole thing. But
Okay.
we've been out hanging out with them down there, and they came out to the suburbs. One of this black friend got pushed into the jacuzzi. We were walking in our apartment complex by the jacuzzi, and it was a white guy and a black guy, roommates from DC that we're friends with from someone's work. And we were like, don't go in the jacuzzi. They fucked up the heat. It's like boiling right now. And the dude's roommate just was like, push him right in there.
Yeah.
And this dude yelped, "Ho!" He jumped out, and the whole rest of the night he's like, I think I'm blistering up. I think I'm burnt. And we're like, we can't tell. You're black. You pink. Show me the insides of your hands. If they're all pink, then that means you're burnt. But they rented this bar. It was rad. We're listening to Daft Punk all night. It was the whole album was just One More Time was out. And everybody was wiring it and kazaaing it onto US whatever CD-ROMs. So we just had them keep putting this song on over and over again, and got drunker and drunker. And my girlfriend was there, and my friend girl was there. The girl that I was friends with, that every girlfriend I ever had was mad that I was friends with this girl.
Oh yeah.
But we went out in junior high, so that doesn't count.
It's like
for
childhood friend.
Yeah, we're not gonna still be in love.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything. But every girl after her was like, "You're still friends with her? I hate her bitch face." But my girlfriend, we're smoking inside. It's DC at the time, 2001. She handed me the lighter. I lit my cigarette. Friend girl, Nicole, goes, "Give me a lighter." I threw it to her, and it landed right in her cleavage. Perfect.
Nice.
Two big old schlompers. It was awesome. It was like I won a game. I was like, yes! And my girlfriend got so pissed. She's like, "You did it on purpose." I'm like, I suck at basketball. I'm a D guy. I cannot shoot. That was all God. That was all the Lord.
Yeah.
So then, because I knew she was mad at me and had mistreated me so poorly on New Year's with my friends,
Yeah.
I just got way more drunk. And we were on the upper level looking down over the bar where everybody's getting drinks. And all these cops came in and started pushing people. And I was like, fuck that. I was drunk enough to, like, everything I did was what would Liam Gallagher do? Bracelet.
Yeah.
WWLGAD.
Yeah. Punch my brother.
So I took a big swig of beer and I spat it down over the balcony bar
Yeah.
onto all the cops. And then it was Liam's fault. Liam made me do it. And I turned around and sat on there was a couch right behind me. I was like, if I just turn around and sit on the couch, looks like nothing happened. They'll never know. As soon as I turned around on the couch, they were there. They had come all the way up the stairs and pushed everyone out of the way
fast.
to
They're
find.
like, we're gonna find the guy.
Yeah, or I was in slow mo.
Yeah.
Probably loped over the couch like, "Humpty doop, I'm going fast." So I sit down. This big ass Jack cop is standing over me, and he goes, "Who poured water on us?" And I was like, "That's rad, first of all, because I spit beer on them.
Yeah.
I didn't pour any. No one poured any water on anyone." So I was like, well, maybe I should meet them halfway and apologize for spilling a little water on them from my water cup.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I may have spilled a little water. I'm sorry. And I went to stand up, and the cop gave me a palm to the nose, like right here,
Yeah.
gently, as a warning.
Yeah.
He could have driven my nasal cavity into my cranium and killed me.
Uh-huh.
So then I sat right back down because I felt like
He's like,
I understood. Like an animal. Like I got booped on the snoot like a shark.
That's actually a pretty good cop move. That's
Yeah.
like he used the absolute minimum
Steven
amount
Seagal.
of force required.
Yeah. Well, that's white privilege.
Yeah, right.
I got a warning.
You wasn't going to do that to a black
I got
nose.
a warning tap.
Right.
What? I never had no warning tap. So I sat back down, and they go, "You can either get arrested or go home." And I was like, "I didn't do anything. I spilled a little water." You're supposed to dodge, bitch.
Yeah. Wait, why were cops there again?
They were looking for another fight that spilled out from the other bar. They said someone was fighting in the street right outside the bar, and they thought they came in here to hide.
Oh, okay.
And then
okay.
I spat beer on them and went in over there to hide.
Right. Okay.
So they said, you can go home or leave. I turn around. My girlfriend's all mad at me. I got my hands behind my back. I'm being pushed out of the bar, and they're playing, "I'm sorry, Miss Jackson." Ooh.
Yeah.
And then I just went up on a fire escape to chill out for like a half hour. And the whole time I was up there, I was just doing gay Batman voice. "This is my city. It's great power comes great responsibility." I was cracking myself up. I was being gay Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What do these fucking cops think they can stop me? I'm
Goblin,
surprised-
no!
I'm surprised they didn't find me because I was up on the fire escape giggling,
Yeah.
doing gay superhero voices. And then I came back down and walked into the club, and they put on One More Time again. one more.
Yeah,
It was rad.
that sounds like a good night. But we're gonna take a break and be right back.
Freaking Wyeths.
And Adam Sandler really, like, his movies had that really, just a really wackiness to them, like the, like when the clown falls down and then blood's just coming out of his mouth.
It's like a Tracy Morgan nightmare.
Yeah,
There's this dog riding a skateboard.
it's like that one scene where in The Wedding Singer, where all of them are trying the different kinds of wedding cakes, and he has to give the wedding cake to the Boy George guy, and he's got like really yellow teeth. He's like, ah! He's gonna like almost touch his teeth.
We tried watching the new one. You're so not invited. My bat mitzvah. I was so excited because of the Happy Madison broken glass at the beginning.
Yeah,
It's a kids movie. It's a teenage girl movie. It has some random stuff like a kid gets hit with a soccer ball in the face, like out of nowhere.
yeah,
You're like, oh come on.
yeah. That's almost some Billy Madison.
But Adam Sandler is like an old angry dad in this.
Oh,
He's not super funny. He's just like, oh God, whatever. Okay.
yeah. Speaking of that stuff that was our shit, with the toys, like Adam Sandler and all those movies were, man, they hit me at the perfect time. I was like 13 or 14 when Billy Madison came
It's
out.
12-year-old humor.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Boogers and peepees and butts.
So it was just recently 9/11,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to have a 9/11 party, but I didn't think about it until it
Inshallah.
was like later in the
Allah
day.
Akbar. Yeah.
No, it was going to be the Chandra Levy Memorial 9/11 party. Dude, do you remember that? Do you remember how like that Chandra Levy chick disappeared, and that Gary Condit guy was the congressman or whatever that was banging her,
Sort of.
and he just acted so suspicious. And
names.
I think Connie Chung interviewed him, and he was like, "I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I don't know, you know." And then 9/11 happened, and nobody remembers it.
Look how they tried to be a diverse, and they hired a woman named Chung. We got Jackie Chan, Connie Chung.
Yeah, so that's my new thing. I'm gonna start saying is that Gary Condit did 9/11.
You're gonna play "It's Raining Men" all night long at
Yeah.
the 9/11 party. Hallelujah. So I have a beef to bring up
Oh yeah,
because I have two. Because Jason brought me that Switch, so I have two Switches. This is the same problem we had with the PS4 after the house got hit by lightning. We ended
Yeah.
up with two PS4s. You can't log in on both of them,
yeah.
so you
They're
have
separate.
to rebuy your game. So I gave your company an extra $500 and bought another one of your units,
Uh-huh.
and you won't let me sign in twice in my house on my Wi-Fi. I know the password on both.
But you can. So you can't log in with your account on two Switches.
No.
Your account only logs into one Switch. You can't log out of a Switch and then log
You
back
can
into
transfer it over. You put them next to each other, and the account airdrops itself over.
one. Okay.
So now the whole thing is trapped on the big TV. So I wanted to chill with the light next to him, playing and both play Zelda.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, then you're gonna have to make his own account,
Yeah.
and then well, that's why you buy physical games. That's why I buy physical games.
Nintendo retarded. They won't let me. There's instructions, but they're in Japanese, and it's weird. The phrasing is all fucked up.
Right.
You
It's
will
English.
put half. Yeah. And remember, we got warned when we were little about D&D. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you have that whole thing? It's the devil.
Yeah. Did I say that the other night? That wasn't the thing I was trying to think of, but it was maybe I was telling somebody else. I was like, man, people have been telling me that the things I like are evil as long as I can remember.
I'm just trying to play a Ouija board and go to bed.
Yeah. Like Dungeons and Dragons, it's devil worship. It's going to lead you to Satan.
Yeah, Harry Balls Potter.
Yeah. Certain types of rock music.
They started burning books. I love when Christians get mad and do Hitler shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna take over the world with fascism. We're mad. We got a megalomaniac running things. Time to copy this behavior of these people that killed Jews. Because Jesus, what would Jesus do?
Yeah, right. Right.
They killed him. You got to get quid pro
It's time for
quo.
revenge.
Clarice.
I think that's that whole that's that concept of blood libel, right?
Yeah.
It's that the Jews killed Jesus, are responsible for killing Jesus, therefore the Jews have it on their hands. They have blood on their hands forever.
So they're always going to be
It's like,
cursed.
is
by,
that's the Jewish original sin?
They're always going to feel humid air
Yeah.
until they're dead. Even if they're
They're always
in
going to be a
something.
little bit uncomfortable.
They're cursed with perpetual discomfort,
Yeah.
light discomfort. These shoes are itchy.
I
Well,
wonder.
you shouldn't have killed Jesus. So you fucked up.
I wonder if they were like that 2,000 years ago. If,
Oh
like,
God. That's why they didn't make it all the way through the desert. Because
Right.
God was tired of the kvetching.
right, the last supper, and like
want to eat bread
like
and pigeons.
Peter's
anymore.
like, oh, my food's cold. Oh, can I send this back?
This water tastes like rock. Yeah, we did a miracle.
Yeah,
You hit the rock and the water came
Yeah.
out. It's this sedimentary. I'm gonna get gallstones. So the parents' D&D nightmare has now come true in our house with Baldur's Gate.
yeah.
My 10-year-old son, has a squad. It's a naked white dragon dick dude and 3 naked girls, one of whom is a demon woman with a burning heart in her chest. That's the barbarian, and she's the best out of all of them. Every line of dialogue, she's like, fuck yeah. It's awesome. It's everything our parents were
Yeah.
afraid of. We've invited the
Oh,
devil now lives in our house.
Yeah.
It's taken up residence and infected our minds.
Oh man, I've been working on a few minutes about how, and it's really hard to make this point, and I gotta figure out how to not to lose people. But it's like how when I was a kid, they were always warning us that like, oh yeah, first gay people, and then it's so that's a slippery slope,
Yeah.
and they were kind of right. Like looking around at the world, you know.
There is a designation for MAPs.
Yeah,
Minor
right.
attracted people.
Right.
That's the first step to normalizing is the
Right.
acronyms.
Apparently, there are people on Twitter now that are just like proudly having sex with their dogs.
I mean, Welsh people have been fucking sheep for thousands
Yeah,
of years.
right.
Nobody
Oh,
cared.
I mean, the
They've been
Aggies, that's a
normalizing.
Texas A&M. That's a Texas tradition is to bang a sheep.
Ugh.
You wear maroon, you bang sheep. That's how it works.
So I may have almost gotten our show a lot of success, and then I completely fucked it up because I posted that video of my droid from Starfield going fuckface, Captain
Oh,
Fuckface,
Captain Fuckface.
and some guy messaged me and said, "Can I post your video on my YouTube channel?" And my first reaction was, "Fuck you! I have a YouTube channel."
Yeah.
I had put it on TikTok, so I was like, "No, I got my own channel, but if I'll like yours and you like mine." So I went and liked his, and he had 40,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I was like, "How do I delete my original?" It's fine, please post my fuckface video
You
on
need-
your 40,000. Just credit God awful. But he
Keeping
did
the
not.
podcast poor. What you're doing.
No. I failed to network properly online with kinks and Xennials and nerds.
Did that one do good?
I don't know. Not
Yep.
really. It's too short.
Yeah.
And anybody could make it.
Captain Fuck. Did you see the list of words that the droid will say?
Yes.
He'll say Captain Titties.
If
What
we
else did I
put
do with those?
that video on and a video of you reacting to it and going, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's then it
Oh,
would be,
dude, I just watched a compilation of like freaking Disney fans reacting to the last episode of Ahsoka.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god, these fucking
it
retards.
was a live action Clone Wars
They're
episode.
like crying and shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so pathetic. It's so dumb.
Well, then if that's pathetic, so is that red-haired ginger bald guy that was mad about the pronouns in Starfield. Did you have to have it everywhere? You
That's-
piece of
that's-
shit.
That's heel versus baby
He
face.
almost had a stroke. He was
Yeah.
having a stroke.
He
the
was
whole time.
angry. He was incredibly angry about the concept.
How dare you? So, what'd you think of the Spider-Man 2 trailer today?
I didn't watch the
Video game.
Spider-Man 2 trailer. I only watched the Final Fantasy one.
Okay.
I watched a bunch of the Nintendo stuff, and then somebody said, "Oh, Final Fantasy Rebirth in February." I was like, "What? Where's this information?" And then I realized there was a freaking Sony one, and then all I watched was the Final Fantasy thing.
Yeah, you said Nintendo had one, and then Sony was like, "Me,
Yeah.
my turn.
Oh, we need counter programming.
Thoughts and prayers."
We can't have their stock go up and our stock go down.
So, Spider-Man 2 has switching like GTA 5. You can immediately go back and forth,
Yeah.
dudes. But near the end, they showed what looked like Venom creeping towards Lizard, which is going to be a sweet ass boss fight. Did you play the last one, Miles? And
I didn't play the Miles one. I was waiting. I don't like playing as characters that don't look like me.
Spider-Man
I
and the Black
cannot
Girl.
identify with any character unless that character looks like me. Therefore, I'm forced
Yeah.
to boycott.
I think we're lying to ourselves if
Woke
we think
Sony.
if we think we look like Peter Parker. Peter Parker is skinny.
You're right. I don't look
not
a
look
damn
like-
thing like Peter Parker. I can tell you that much.
I identify with that fit young man
Yeah.
that flips across rooftops.
Who's 8 inches shorter than you.
The other Miles Morales, it's not fair.
Yeah.
He's outperforming.
No, I'm actually waiting on the Miles Morales game to hit like $5.
Okay.
If I can get it for $5,
Yeah.
I'll play. I mean, I'll probably play it eventually because eventually it's going to be $5, right?
Keep walking me right into the racist jokes.
Yeah.
5 Family Dollar General dollars. I'll get it
Once the
from
price is
You're gonna
3/5
go to a swap
of full
meet
price.
and buy it from someone's
Right.
trunk behind the Capitol.
A burned disc along with a mix CD, and when it's 3/5 of the total price of a normal PlayStation game, that's when I'll buy it.
So I was thinking about another men's mental health mascot because we were talking about guys, incels that hurt people. Did
Yeah.
you watch Superman 3? Remember Sunman, the one with Richard Pryor?
Was Sunman in
Yeah.
3?
Gene Hackman came back
Yeah.
and he made
Oh, it was Nuclear Man in 4, right?
Superman. It was 4. You're right. Out of Superman's hair.
Right, it was Nuclear Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had a
right.
son, a golden son, and a mullet.
Right. Yeah.
Beautiful
A
mullet.
blonde mullet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that.
My favorite line of his in the movie, he looks at the camera, addressing the nation, like General Zod on the news, and he goes, "If you do not bring me Superman, I will hurt people." It was so poorly delivered, especially because he looked like an American gladiator.
He did.
That's every incel. If you do not bring me pussy, I will shoot kids. No, Sunman,
Oh, a
don't.
bunch of Nuclear Man. It's a bunch of Nuclear Man. They're gonna go
I
nuclear.
want my very own way, or I'm going to throw a hissy
The
fit.
core is critical.
So you meet me in the bathroom on so I could watch it. That was awesome.
I haven't watched that yet.
Oh, you're gonna love it. There's a lot of good Interpol stuff in there. Those guys hate each other.
The Interpol guys?
They're mean.
I did not know
They
that.
only don't fight when they're making music. They're like, let's turn the amps up and don't fight. It's like a family dinner.
It makes-
Everybody eat and stop fighting, please.
It makes like 2.5 good albums,
Those good. Oh, they're good.
just
They're
like
still
Oasis.
good. Yeah. They had
Wait,
half.
can you, despite being a fan, can't you agree that there are 2.5 really good Oasis albums? 2.5 Oasis albums are better than all the rest of the Oasis.
There are 2 good Oasis albums. And then the other half album comes from like 1 song each for the next 5.
Yeah, well, there's like 3 good songs on Be Here Now.
Be Here Now is their 3rd album. It was decent. My favorite post that was a song called Who Feels Love on Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. It was a hippie jam.
Yeah.
Psychedelic hippie jam, and the videos of them in the desert.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, we're with Jim Morrison.
it was Standing on the Shoulders of the Giants where the freaking AT&T song came from, right? The All
Yes.
Around the World. That was when I was like, fuck Oasis.
I
I'm
know.
done.
Same.
I'm not going to listen to any more Oasis.
Yeah, they sold out.
Yeah.
But now, look, now they can never have to get back together.
Yeah, I know.
But
the
that,
high-flying birds.
meet me in the bathroom. My favorite part, of course, is this is about halfway in. After, there's a 9/11 party, but it gets sad. And then they all move to Williamsburg. And then David Holmes comes from Ireland to make an album in New York. My favorite DJ.
Okay.
He did all the music for Oceans 11, 12.
Oh, really? Okay.
And
Okay,
analyzed this, that. He's like funky
Yeah.
background kind of music DJ. But he made his first album was called Let's Get Killed because he was talking to his Irish mate in Belfast. He was like, let's go to New York and make an album and record people's voices on the street. And his mate was like, yeah, let's get killed. And then they came here and they did it. And it's a great album.
Yeah.
But I guess they inspired that fag from LCD Sound System to like want to be a DJ.
James
That was
Murphy?
the whole rest of the movie was him crying about emails.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
He was so gay. Did you see the Gen V trailer? You're not
Gen-
even caught up on The Boys.
Yeah, I finished season 3.
Okay. Gen V is The Boys High School. It's like Professor Xavier's school for...
is it a show? Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, we're going to have to watch it after this.
Dude, I have cut my. I'm like freaking Luke in the Last Jedi. I've cut myself off from the Force. I've cut myself off from the sludge pipe. The sludge pipe. I'm standing far away from the sludge pipe.
I think
Only
it's,
things like Final Fantasy and Super Mario are washing up on my feet from the sludge pipe.
I think Jeff Bezos listened to Kevin Spacey when he got mad. It was
Yeah.
like, he told me he got mad there was no boys in The Boys.
Yeah, I want
Now I have to make a baby show for Kevin Spacey. I grounded myself to Europe and I've got nothing to watch.
right. Generation V.
Gen V, yeah.
Gen V. Okay, I'll look it up. We'll watch it.
Yeah, Professor Xavier's School for Fucked Up Murder Teens.
Yeah.
We watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie finally. It was really good. Beautiful animation, Spider-Man kind of style painting.
The kind of herky-jerky
Yeah.
animation.
It has Tribe Called Quest and
Yeah.
Ice Cube. But the one thing that's the best about animation is that, how the cinematography was frustrating in Batman. Like, he'd knock someone out with some cool Steven Seagal shit because the lights are off and he's in a black suit. You don't even know, and the guy just falls down.
Yeah.
Mutant Ninja Turtles animation, they can light it however they want.
Right.
They can get whatever angle they
Yeah,
want.
you can do whatever light
And there's
source.
4 of them just working over an entire chop shop of
that's
car
cool.
guys. And it's great music, and there's a lot of scenes like that
Okay.
where they just tear it up
I
over
guess I'll have
like
to watch that
some
one.
dope 90s beats.
Yeah, I'm waiting for so many things to come out on the internet
Yeah.
that I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Still waiting for Barbie. Still waiting for a lot of those movies.
The Turtles is on the internet.
Yeah.
That's where I got it. From the same place I got Meet Me in the Bathroom.
Okay.
I don't know. Why aren't we saying Plex? Are we scared? Is it a bad word? It's Plex, okay? It's the LimeWire kazaa of
Right.
watching a movie with your
The
friends.
RIAA is going to come get us. The MPAA.
And then I watched Covenant, which was awesome, but the thing that bothered me about it, only thing that bothered me was the music. Because it was a Guy Ritchie movie. And all his shit has, like, dope soundtracks.
Which one was Covenant?
The Jake Gyllenhaal one with his translator.
Yeah.
The same
I saw
song.
that like 3 months ago.
Same suspenseful song over and over again. Every time they're in a van.
I didn't even I didn't
know.
notice that at all.
It was like, come on, Guy Ritchie.
That was a pretty good movie.
Put some, 80s new wave British
Yeah.
Northern soul in there.
Do some Peaky Blinders
Yeah,
music.
like you
do
do.
some Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
He had 2 good movies and then nothing after that. Snatch and Lock, Stock, and then kind of fell off.
What did he did that Madonna movie.
Yeah.
And then
She made him do that.
everybody's like, ah.
She ganked him into that one.
What a gink.
God
No, he
damn.
did a couple good movies after that.
Remember
Oh,
when,
The Gentleman was good. I like The Gentleman.
Okay, yeah.
They're
Most
all just-
recently, yeah, that was really good, actually.
It's just like
It was
he had to
return
get
to
back
form.
to his stuff. There was another one though.
He had a divorce
shortly after
Madonna,
that.
so he could do what he wanted again.
It was
How
Lock,
much
Stock.
of her
Oh,
surgery?
the Sherlock Holmes movies, dude.
You like
The
that?
Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes was the first one was awesome. The second one was a little too long. The second one was a little bit like the second and third Pirates of the Caribbean movies, where it was just too long and bloated with stuff.
I mean, I like his style. That's how I do photo mode in video games. Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the kill shot.
Oh, and he did The Man from U.N.C.L.E. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. is one of my favorite movies in the past, like,
Does it have
10
a good
years.
soundtrack?
yeah. Well, it's all 60s like cool. It's Henry Cavill, dude.
Okay.
Have you not seen The Man from
I'll
U.N.C.L.E.?
go back and watch all
We
these. I
gotta
like
watch
Guy
that.
Ritchie. I like how you were saying Oasis had 2 good albums.
Yeah.
The first album, they were hungry. They were like
Right.
the Sex Pistols. There was a punk element. They were broke. They're trying to make rock and roll.
Yeah.
Guy figures, Snatch and Lock, Stock are both like him trying to get it,
Yeah.
be the first season of God Awful Gospel Hour and be controversial. Get some followers.
Yeah.
I like all those ones where the first one's good and the second one sucks, but it's like the same idea.
Yeah.
Like Waterworld came out,
Yeah.
and then The Postman,
Oh,
because
yeah.
Kevin Costner was like, apparently I'm just the French Duke of making princely little future movies where I'm the main man and I tell people what to do.
Yeah.
I'm the hero of the
I
apocalypse.
just watched a video about the troubled production of Waterworld,
Yeah.
and I guess it's weird to think of now, but I guess Kevin Costner was on top of the world in the early 90s.
They had pedo shit in that movie. That guy wanted a half hour with a 14-year-old, half an hour.
Oh
an hour.
yeah.
A little creepazoid.
Yeah. That guy was also in that guy's been in other stuff too. He was in Open Range he's a Kevin Costner guy.
Yeah.
He was in Open Range with Kevin Costner. He was the guy who the gunslinger guy that killed Diego Luna.
Okay.
No, Diego Luna got shot in the head. The dude, fucking Andor got shot in the head
Yes.
in Open Range, and they killed the big guy that was on ER. You know, the
Okay.
big fat guy that was on ER.
Okay.
So the
George Clooney?
no.
Fat fuck?
George Clooney.
I look like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
George Clooney is a fat fuck.
No, Open Range. That's another Kevin Costner movie, and that guy, the guy who's like peeper in Waterworld,
Okay.
the one that wants the little girl, and then the dude, and then Kevin Costner kills him underneath the boat. He was the gunslinger guy in Open Range that they had to fight. Robert Duvall and Kevin Costner had to fight at the
creepy
end.
goblin-esque ginger.
Yeah,
With the
yeah.
pointy nose. And then Mel Gibson made Braveheart.
Uh-huh.
And then he was like, I'm Mr. History Guy.
Yeah.
And he made The Patriot.
I'm gonna make weird, crazy history.
Now I'm
completely
George
inaccurate.
Washington, and now I
Yeah.
get to do a Jesus one.
Yeah, and then
Like,
people are
I'm
gonna
in charge of history now.
and then people are gonna tell him, "Hey, that is not accurate at all." He's like, "Shut up, shut up."
Let me live my fantasy. So I'm gonna get this black chrysanthemum figure. I have to put it on a separate shelf from the Chewbacca's because he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
But you can tell that guy's an action figure collector because look what they're standing on.
Oh
He
yeah.
mods figs.
Yeah.
What is that called? A designed ruler table, the green table with the stripes.
The drafting table, right?
Dude, that's a flex on an action figures subreddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm staging them all on my surgery table because I'm the old man from Toy Story.
When really that's
My
like
monocle.
well, when really what it is that's like there's like 50,000 people that started doing that during COVID, and they're all your age. They're all 46 years old.
Yeah, and they all made videos.
Yeah, and they're
This
like,
is how you customize your figures.
yeah, and then they watch those videos and did their own thing.
They watch each other watch and react to the videos.
Yeah.
This is what Inception was about.
Right.
The thing inside the thing inside the thing.
Yeah, it's very meta. It's a thing that's inside a thing, and it's referencing the fact that it is inside the thing.
All right, I saved all the best jokes for last. Are we going to break first?
All the best jokes for last. Break. I've been wanting to put that, drop in that Dennis Coffey Scorpio song. It's like the 70s porn song.
I mean, if they
Got all
flagged your
famous.
Robin Hood thing that quick, it's the same day.
Yeah.
Don't catch this.
Well, they have algorithms that get that shit.
Ginks.
Yeah.
We got ginked out again.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Canceled.
Who's the black private detective that's a sex machine to all the chicks? I can't believe that's the first words of that song.
Yeah. I'm a sex machine. That's
how-
James Brown, he made it to where it's okay to talk about being a sex machine.
Right on. I'm time to talk about shit.
It made me feel like a sex machine.
Do you have a side that you sleep on? If you sleep on your side?
I alternate my two sides.
You don't have shoulder issues?
Not really.
What about flat?
Sometimes in the middle of like right when I'm waking up, like I'm laying on my stomach.
Like Marty McFly with your
Yeah.
ass in the air with
Yeah.
your underwear sticking? No, I was talking about flat on your back. Homo. You're like, yeah, I can flat. I can't sleep on my right shoulder. It gets sore.
Oh
I
yeah.
get fucked up the whole next day. I can only sleep on my left shoulder, which is the one that was broken. Skateboarding. So it broke over itself.
It's
and
more
it
bionic.
healed. It's double thick.
Yeah.
It's the McRib. The collarbone. It only takes 8 pounds of pressure to break your collarbone.
Yeah.
And I was skateboarding in Delaware, visiting John. I was trying to pop over this divider in a parking lot with like mulch and trees. It was like 5 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
I was ollieing over it successfully. I was 18 years old, top of my game. Bam was probably in the same area, same time.
Oh yeah.
It was Westchester. And
Oh yeah, because you were up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the King of Prussia Mall area.
Yeah.
It all touches. But yeah, Delaware, people go to Pennsylvania back and forth all the time. So I popped over this thing a bunch of times, and I was like, I'm going to try my best trick over it. I'd been inside this coffee shop. There was these girls in there having a breakup party. They're all hot, and I was like, ooh, Alanis Morissette. And they were like, don't go back to him. He's a bastard. And I was like, oh, shit, they're having not a good time for dudes to try to come say what's up moment. So I just went outside and skateboarded. I did a kickflip varial over these 2 curbs, and my wheels and trucks caught on the inside of the second. Almost made it.
Okay.
Like it's a curb-shaped oval
Yeah.
with mulch inside, and I went over the whole thing, and then my wheels caught inside the other curb. And I went straight down.
You just went flying.
No, I went straight to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Usually, if you land flat and you fail, the board flings out in front of you, and you have a second of like Bugs Bunny, whoop,
Yeah.
in the air. You can like get your hands right. I went straight down, and yeah, it only takes 8 pounds of pressure to snap that. And then the girl,
Wait, was it your collarbone or was it your?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wearing what you're wearing. I was wearing a white undershirt.
Oh yeah.
And my hands are all bloody from grinding into the ground.
Oh yeah.
And I was holding it. I wasn't sure what the hell was going on. I went back into the coffee shop, and all 4 of those angry bitches were like, "Are you okay?"
Nice.
Like, I thought y'all were mad. What happened? Now you want to help me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was out of state. You know, I lived in Virginia, and we had to call my parents about the insurance. They didn't want to do an ambulance, so this girl drove me to the hospital in a convertible,
Yeah.
listening to fucking Jagged Little Pill the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm at the dentist and I'm being tortured. This just sucks. I hate everyone. And I still had to crash at John's the next night. And every night we slept over at each other's respective houses. You flip for the bed every night.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to bed, and he pulls out the quarter. And he's like, "Let's flip for bed." And I'm like, "You fucking asshole."
This is after you got back from the hospital?
My shoulder's broken.
Yeah.
Can I please be on the bed? And he's like, "Nope. Tails, you lose." I had to sleep on the floor
Oh my god.
with a broken collarbone.
So this is after you went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Were they just like, yeah, you just gotta wait for it to heal? What'd they do?
No, he x-rayed it and saw that it was like pushed over itself,
Yeah.
like next to each other. And he goes, "Stand up at the wall. I'm going to reset your bone." And I stood with my back to the wall, and I go, "What are you going to do?" He goes, "I'm going to reset the bone." And I go, "What are you going to do?" And he comes at me, then
Yeah.
pushes both my shoulders back
Yeah,
into the
right.
wall, which I'm sure that would have fucking sucked so bad if they had come back and started
Yeah.
the broken pieces
Yeah.
touching tips with each other. No, you don't want that. So he tried once, and I like fell on the ground, cry laughing. It's like that hilarious, euphoric pain. What's it called? Hysteria.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
Oh, delirious. You were
Yeah,
delirious with
delirious.
pain.
yeah, laugh crying. Oh, God. I got up off the ground. He was like, "We're not doing that again. It's just going to heal over itself. You're going to have a super bone."
What?
Yeah, so I have a... This is the shoulder I used to break down doors and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. When you,
This is the good side. Oh, here we go. So Daredevil. All his senses are heightened
uh-huh. Well, yeah.
because he's blind.
Yeah.
That's his superpower.
Yeah. Does Daredevil have an awesome sense of smell too? I thought it was just his hearing.
That's where we're going.
Oh.
So he's in the rain, but there's a girl that he likes.
Yeah.
And she's this ninja, and she's sneaking up on him on the rooftops, and she tries to catch him by surprise, and he's like, "I smelled your sweaty ninja vagina
Yeah.
pussy flipping over the rooftops a half hour ago." You can't. Women can't sneak up on Daredevil if they've done any kind of exercise within the last half hour.
Yeah.
Musk.
That's a good tweet. That's a good tweet joke. Are you saying women can't sneak up on Daredevil?
He can't fight crime because it's too strong. If he goes
Yeah.
near the yoga studio, he's like, "There's a robbery here. I don't know where it is. I can't see anything. It's all a blur."
I can always tell when it's you, Electra.
Yeah, that would go good with the dogs smelling bright farts.
Yeah.
If you fart next to Daredevil, he's like, "Sir, please. I can see that. I can see the future through your..." So we were talking about Ahsoka. You know, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel for who to do a story about. Like, that's how I felt with Marvel when they did Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool.
Yeah.
But I wanted both of those movies to happen. They were good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like, okay, you did the X-Men, you did the Avengers. Now we're going to go into the 70s of, like, galactic.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the weird, trippy 70s
Yeah,
stuff.
and pull that. So there's a Solo movie, and Ahsoka. There's a whole show about the guy that fell off the airboat in the desert. Boba Fett comes back. There's a lot of side stuff. Andor is about the guy that had the piece of paper and gave it
Uh-huh.
to make the plans. When are we going to get Darth Maul going back to Naboo to look for his dick?
To look for the other half. He's like,
yeah.
that must be horrible.
It's down there.
Yeah.
He's got his top half. He's got robot legs.
They can show us that somehow they got Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, but they
Yeah.
can't show us
That's what
Darth Maul's dick.
we're talking about before Force Awakens.
Yeah.
When the saber was in the trailer, we're like, somebody found that hand in space.
Yeah. Well, that's a good question for another time.
We have to bring in Seth Green to do the voice of the Emperor. You found your dick? It must smell like burnt bacon and leather. It's been floating out in space for how long? Whoever brought back Luke's hand was like, yeah, I got the saber in the... Oh,
Yeah.
yeesh. The vacuum.
Might want to clean that up.
The vacuum of space doesn't serve as a barbecue bag or whatever you were... what do you have? Sous vide?
Yeah.
Your dead hand. Do you think girls make fun of Yoda's baby dick and he's like, size matters? No.
Oh.
You say that to all the girls, Yoda. They had Speed Dash in episode 1. They never saw it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they start to use, they're obviously when they're lightsaber fighting, they're using the Force to some degree. Not only when they're pushing each other, but like you're concentrating, you're lightsaber fighting, you can slow time. When are they going to, like if they were to speed up a lightsaber battle in one of the Star Wars shows, would you be into that? Like maybe 5%, just to show like they're using power?
Well, that was kind of what the prequel fights were, right? Because it was that they were using the Force and they could see what was going to happen. That's why every move was perfectly choreographed to counter every move that the other guy does.
That Hayden Christensen still got it on last Ahsoka. He's tearing it up. He remembers all the moves.
That's cool.
And he's learned more. It seems like he's been practicing lightsaber forms since Sith.
Yeah, right.
He's just hanging out in this basement. I still got it, baby. Him and his wife are in front of the mirror. Don't let him, honey, don't ever let him tell you you're a Canadian failure.
Right. His wife from the OC.
I can still
His wife,
swing
Rachel Bilson.
I can still swing a lightsaber, eh? I'm sorry I didn't get episode 4.
Did you ever see that movie Jumper that he was in?
Yeah.
So I read the book like
Yeah.
years before it ever came out.
Mm-hmm.
So of course I was like, man, that movie's a piece of shit.
Yeah. It was about 9/11.
Yeah.
It's Jumper. I wish you would step off of that building.
Yeah, I watched that. I read that book and the book was really awesome.
And it was Mace Windu. They were back together again.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that crap wasn't in the book. That was so stupid.
Was it a good book?
Oh, it was great. It was way better.
Was it a famous sci-fi author?
Oh, well, it's this guy named Stephen Gould, who he did that one, and then he wrote a book called Wild Side, and they all happen kind of in Texas because he lives here.
Yeah.
So this book Wild Side, like somebody out here in this
I never
area of
left
Texas.
Abilene. That's all I know. I saw an airplane one time.
Try what you know, man. This guy's disappears, or this guy's uncle disappears, and his uncle has this land out somewhere in Texas, and he inherits the land. So he goes and he finds there's a door in a barn on his uncle's land, and you open it, and you walk out into an alternate version of Earth
I like those. That's cool. Portals.
where humans don't exist.
Okay.
It's like everything is exactly the same.
Hell
It's
yeah.
just there were never humans.
Hawaii. That
Right.
they would have never had a fire
Right.
if there weren't so many people.
And so he comes up with the idea that what they should do is he should get all his friends together, and then they should go do excursions into this other version of Earth
That's cool.
and mine
Land
gold.
Okay.
Because there's gold everywhere. There's
Hell
no
yeah.
humans that have mined the gold.
Okay.
And then bring it back over and sell it.
Yeah.
Well, then, just like in Jumper, eventually the government finds out about
Yeah.
it, and
like
they
E.T.
come and try and take it. So that was a really good book. And then there was another one called Blind Waves, and it was about like there'd been volcanoes erupting in Antarctica that flooded the Earth. Not completely, not like Waterworld, but like like Houston is underwater, and again it happens in Texas, and it's about people who are diving into the ruins of Houston looking for treasure.
Diving into the ruins of Austin looking for bum piss smells in the Walmart parking lot.
The underwater Walmart.
Don't go near there. The water's all yellow.
Yeah.
For 3 feet up from the concrete.
So anyway, at one point, I was kind of like just like looking around, and I saw something on the internet saying like a couple like broken links that were talking about a sequel to Jumper, a second Jumper book. And so I went to the guy's website
Again,
and
9/11.
Yeah.
We got a second Jumper.
that's from the
guy
other tower.
Cheated on his
The other
wife and
tower,
got
yeah.
caught emailing. He said, fuck it.
Yeah. So I found his email address, the author's email address, and I emailed him saying, "Hey, I keep finding like a couple little things about a sequel to Jumper." And he replied back, he's like, "Yeah, I'm about 50 pages from being done with it."
Nice.
And I was like, "Cool, that was awesome. I got to talk to that guy."
Did it happen?
Yeah, and then that one was called Reflex, and then the movie came out, and the movie didn't have anything to do with it hardly. And
Kristen was a pen
there's some
pal
other
with
ones.
fucking Beverly Cleary or something. She started writing one of the girls' authors,
yeah,
and they went back and forth for a long time.
really, how was that? Like a long time ago, or
80s.
oh yeah, when she was a kid, or
I had long distance girlfriends from this church camp.
pen pals.
Yeah, I'd write letters. I wrote beautiful Civil War letters. My dearest Alice, how I miss your scent. Your sweaty ninja pussy flipping scent across the rooftops. I can smell you an hour away. So I was asking you how you don't skip all the cutscenes in Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
Because I can't. It's
Yeah.
just too much gay Chinese medieval. How dare you touch my blouse? I mean, I was also playing the other one, the Zack one, and it was just so gay.
Yeah.
You're a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm your friend.
Yeah. Well, some of that stuff's bad.
You have
but
my
like,
heart in your hands.
Yeah. But if it's like some mainline, like some AAA, like the big game, I'm gonna be like, no, I want the whole story. I want to know everything about every character.
There's still
I
lore
want every
popping up.
cutscene.
There's people scanning parts of the new book that they just dropped with extra lore. There's mega lore, more than you can find in the active time thing.
There's a book.
There's a book. There's a Bible.
Oh.
There's a Billy Bobby's Bible Bonkers God Awful Final Fantasy Bible.
Oh, well, did we write it? Is that our new thing that we're gonna sell on the?
AI, we have the Ginks do it. Make the Ginks do it.
We could probably do it with ChatGPT.
But yeah, because it's Final Fantasy, that's why I watch it. Because it's Star Wars, that's why I watch it. Like
Yeah, but
I don't care what they do.
But you don't follow the story in the Final Fantasy games.
I watched Young Jedi Adventures.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus.
So why didn't you do that for Final Fantasy?
I don't like Final Fantasy as much as I like Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
You're ahead of me on that. You like Final Fantasy more than you like Star Wars, probably. Yeah.
I like Final Fantasy 7 and 6 and 7 equally.
You can't pick
to Star Wars.
Pick a favorite child.
Yeah, I can't pick a favorite.
Baby Billy
I can't choose between Final Fantasy and Star Wars original trilogy.
No, it's not the same thing.
Right.
Final Fantasy by nature is interactive. It's an experience. But the Rebirth trailer just came out. We were watching that earlier. Everybody's jacked up, and they gave us a better date for less than 6 months from now ish.
Yeah.
February, we'll have to do a show, another Final Fantasy.
Have to do a stream.
Is there maybe they'll have a demo? They had a demo of the last one, I think.
Yeah,
7 remake.
Did they?
I don't know. We were going through all the demos before.
All I remember is COVID with Final Fantasy 7 remake.
And they revealed that the main quest is going to take 100 hours.
Well, that's good.
Which for you is going to be like 400.
I know.
You're slow. You're going to read all the words.
That's
100 if you play the game. 400 if you read every.
That's how you don't spend $380 on video games in 3 months.
Donnie
you buy one video game and you play it for 3 months.
Donnie finds a book on a shelf in Skyrim and it says, press R1 to turn the page. And he's like, do tell. How many times can I hit R1 and read every page?
No, I can't do that. I can't do that in stuff like Skyrim. There's too much. There's too much of that crap.
It's a book that was by a sword, and it's just the story of the sword.
Yeah.
And the mountain.
Yeah. I'm already dreading all the little nooks and crannies of Starfield.
Nooks and crannies. So did you remember your fresh story that we were trying to remember earlier?
No.
Well, then the show's over.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to play this song, and then we'll see if it content strikes us. Through the phone, through the speaker.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah?
If we have this could be the theme for Ask Chiaki.
Yeah. You drop it in.
Or, yeah, the YMH type stuff. Now
Yeah.
we're going to talk about farts.
Yeah.
It's fart time.
I don't know. Maybe if you upload the entire episode with that at the end of it, I bet it won't catch it.
Is that an hour?
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah. That's good.
We need to. We're about to watch something. I was going to show you a trailer. Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider-Man. There's something else.
Well, Aquaman.
No.
Aquaman had a little turd in there. Little baby piece of turd sticking out.
What?
Amber Turd was behind a fucking portal window banging on it. I was like, ooh, they silenced her. They put her in jail. They put
Dude,
baby in the corner.
They're kind of just abandoning that. They're not
Yeah,
going to do any marketing for it. Well, of course they got the strike going on and all that, but
Well, and Black Mantis is a black guy, and he carries the black trident.
yeah.
So the whole trailer in Aquaman is them talking about this black guy, like
Yeah.
he's black. He's a black helmet.
It's like that scene in Harry Potter where it pans across, and it's in the third Harry Potter movie whenever Sirius Black is all there, and,
Yeah.
and it pans across, and then that one student who happens to be black goes, "Black could be anywhere."
You can't just throw the B word around willy-nilly.
All right, yeah, that's the end of the episode.
Real American hero.
We'll get on a more reasonable schedule now that there's been some studio work done.
You want to go out with Chris Isaac? Good game.
Yeah.
Can you hold that note? How long? How long can you hold the note?
Which note?
No.
But